on, people.
Yes. Yeah. Location, location, location.
Right?
Well,
Exactly.
unfortunately, JJ, I feel like we have so much to talk about that we will need to have you back on again because we have not talked nearly enough about your legacy, what you're going to leave behind, any of those kinds of things, your own personal life of community that you've probably built of support. Having three businesses, I can't imagine you've spent the years being lonely and being by yourself. Also being, a military service member. Thank you for your service. By all means, I hope I was at least worth the sacrifice. But, to have brothers and sisters from that experience alone, I'm sure has a community of support for you. And, so there are so many years moving, and your life is so fascinating that I feel like I no pressure whatsoever, but you would definitely need to come back so that we can hear, especially what you've been able to do to be so successful to have three businesses at one time. I think most people, when you're talking about like the Cheyenne Cup or some of these places that have two locations, I feel like it's so hard for people to just even keep afloat. And so then for you to have three businesses alone, to me, sounds astronomical. And clearly we have a lot to learn from you alone, but then to be a member of Cheyenne, having a great fitness facility for a resource of young and older people, women, everybody in town. So,
And hopefully we can just keep growing. And
yeah.
I'll leave it with this because I know we can't get in all of that, but I'm not worried as much about legacy as what I can do now. Being a business owner is lonely.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I have an amazing wife.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I have friends that I can reach out to,
Mm-hmm.
and those are very important. And a lot of business owners in Cheyenne I see working 16 hours a day.
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
Wow.
I work 4 to 6 hours a day. The rest of the time, I'm fucking around. My wife thinks I'm working too much, but I'm actually not. I'm like, no, I'm like coding this because I'm having fun. I actually am working on something right now that I spent 2 hours on this morning. It has nothing to do. It's not going to make me any money. It's paranormalobserver.com.
Ooh,
It's going to be where you can go and report paranormal instances, and it's got a little interactive map. And I was just having fun with that
this is
this morning.
awesome.
So that I think there is no such thing as life and business balance. Everybody's trying to chase that. There isn't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think you have to have more life than you do business,
Mm-hmm.
but it's going to take a while to get there. When I talk about my businesses and how much I work and where I am in life, I've been doing this since 1998. Even after I sold my first business, it's still a skill that I can literally do in my sleep now. And it's constantly evolving. That's the other thing about software. It's the other thing about marketing and even martial arts. It's constantly evolving.
Mm-hmm.
There is no staleness, and that's what keeps me excited about it all the time because there's always something new. In martial arts, there's a new way to do a kick, there's a new way to do a punch, there's a new way to get flexible. I mean, if you would ask me 20 years ago that doing abductor workouts would have made my side kick better, I would have said you were crazy. But you look at the science, and it's true. The more abductors and what's the other word? The opposite of that? When adductors, thank you. Yeah, so when you go out with your legs, in with your legs,
Yep.
out with your legs. Yep,
Ab
okay.
and ad. Yep.
Yeah, so those two exercises will get you a higher side kick than doing splits all day long.
Oh, yeah.
If you would have told me that 20 years ago, I would have said you were insane. No, you got to do splits and you got to do the whole Jean Claude Van Damme thing and where they rip your legs all the way down just to get the. No, you just got to go and work out your damn legs.
Mm-hmm.
Don't skip leg day. You'll have stronger kicks, apparently.
Yeah.
I didn't learn this until a few years ago.
That's awesome. That's so great.
Oh, kind of. I wish I knew the shortcut back then because I did a lot of splits in my youth.
My goodness. That's awesome.
And then add yoga to it, and you'll even be better.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.